speaking. Practice speaking English while chatting about Japanese grammar. Hello everyone, my friend Yukiko, who is a serious English learner, is hoping to be able to explain Japanese grammar more in English in her classes, where she works as a professional Japanese teacher. For her English training, we will review the ToKini and his Genki textbook reviewing series and discuss the learner's perspective on Japanese grammar while practicing the practical English phrases he uses already. Let's get on. How are you, Yukiko?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Very low. Like, how was your day? How has been your day so far? Is it so slow?
So same as usual. Nothing special.
Nothing
So slow?
special. Yeah, internet is okay.
No, now it's okay.
Alrighty then. Let's talk about today's topic. Yeah, last time I was struggling with Spotify, right? The problem was Spotify initially started the podcast program. They just probably bought it. The name was Anchor. So I initially used this app, Anchor. So my app was Anchor. My account was Anchor. But eventually they integrated into the Spotify contents that Anchor disappeared. But I still started with Anchor, that my account is Anchor. But my Spotify, my podcast is inside of the Spotify's content. So, but I have Spotify account as well. So the contents, the platform is one, but Spotify podcast, which is connected with Anchor account, and podcast podcast is Spotify podcast is connected to Anchor. And the general Spotify, just I have one. That's why when I logged in, it's these two systems relations. I couldn't log in because essentially fundamentally what I had to do is I have to accept this integration, this Spotify podcast and Anchor account to one. So now it's one. That's why now I can successfully use the Spotify podcast contents again. It was really difficult. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. So you usually
Okay.
just use Spotify podcast, right? Do you? Yeah.
But I don't use anymore.
Oh, okay. What do you use?
Oh, so about podcast.
Yeah.
So for podcast, I'm used to it, but no. So
Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, thank you. Let's get on. Let's start.
okay.
So today we already reached Genki lesson 16, and today's first topic is doing for others. Do you remember what the grammar? Doing for others. When do you use? No, not sure. Not sure. Okay, so if you wanna that's right. Yes, so it's not your action. You're hoping something. That's this grammars. So let's listen what Genki Andy explains at 1 minute 23 seconds.
Okay.
My eyes. So thank you for being here tonight, guys. The very first section is gonna just jump. Like we're not taking it easy on you, giving you an easy section first. The very first section is gonna blow minds. And it's not gonna be that bad. If you did okay on lesson 13, remember morao, kureru, ageru. If you did okay on that, you should be fine on this. This is actually a little bit easier, I think, but we're gonna see some of the same stuff. So it should be fun. Doing for others in Japanese. So doing things for others, like doing activities for others, things to people or receive things from people. But you can actually use ageru and kureru and morao when you do things for other people or when they do things for you. And it's very, very similar in usage to kureru, ageru, and morao on their own. You just attach them to the te form of whatever verb you did for the person or that they did, like someone unrelated to you, just two random people. Always use te age. You do something for someone else. You are doing it for someone.
Okay.
100% be te age.
Today's my internet is super slow.
For just kureru and morao on their own, they're very similar, right?
Yes, okay. So what Andy first explained is that this core content, that lesson 13, we learned kureru, ageru, morao, giving, receiving transaction verbs. But the object is always like the tangible object. Like, I give Yukiko money. Sometimes, like, conceptual, 例えば I give Yukiko time, 時間をあげる But generally speaking, I give Yukiko a job, 仕事をあげる It's also conceptual. 時計をあげる リンゴをあげる So basically the structure is noun をあげる or くれるもらう So if you giving, which verb do you use? Ageru?
You giving. Okay, ageru.
That's right. So if someone giving, which verb do you use?
Someone giving to me.
Azumi giving to you.
To me?
Yes. I gave you a Pokemon card. ポケモンカードをOkay, I think internet a little bit slow today. Okay, you're back already. So, if I gave you Pokemon card, I gave you a book. What's the verb you use for my action?
ポケモンカードを私はポケモンカードをあげる
あずみさんは本をくれる。それから、はい。私は本を receiving action
もらう
できた。
もらう
Okay, so it's all like object
本
transaction,
をもらう
giving and receiving. Very good. Then today's grammar is not object, items, but action. So, okay, let's see both and sentence. ゆきこさん、読んでください。私は
Oh, sorry. Which part?
Volodymyr's comment. Volodymyr. チャット見える
Oh,
いや
sorry, I
私
don't know.
OK チ
I
ャッ
don't know where.
トにあるから読むねハマシュさん OK そう、私はいつもボアさんと呼んでいます。はい、日本語の勉強をもらう。言いますか？使いますか？
うん。
使いますか？
ないですね。
使わない。どうして？ explain。
日本語の勉強をもらう。言えるのかな。うん。
No, no, stick to your opinion。
もらう。うん。
どうしてダメ？
あそう、doing action.
そう、
So
日
you
本語
need
の勉強
to
is
use
concept.
verb.
It's concept, not item.
うん。
So it has to be, generally speaking, it has to be a tangible item, object. So 日本語の勉強 even though this is a noun, it's not an object. Therefore, you're not gonna use it. So you have to use today's grammar structure. Okay, then how you should say, Yukiko-san? 私は日本語の勉強をもらう instead。
Okay.
なんて言う？私は日本語の勉強を What you receive? What did you receive for others' action is other probably teach you or guide you to study. そう、私は日本語の勉強を教えてもらいました。Because what you receive is other people's teaching action. So you have to make verb to form 教える to teach into 教えて。I think internet is super slow. Can you see how much さんのコメント now? 今見えるコメント。
うん。
読んで。
私は先生に日本語を教えてもらいました。
Yes. So 教える is 一段 verb だ。教えてじゃなくて教えてになる。Other than that, your sentence is perfect. とてもいいですね。Okay. So the structure is same. You just use action, verb, and make the form. で、くれる、あげる、もらう。And what you have to care is completely same at the lesson 13. Okay. So, when do you use? Let's review. When do you use くれる Yukiko then? When?
くれる？
はい。
くれる教えてくれました。先生は私に
So
日本語の勉強
yes, what's the case you have to use, you usually use くれる
to explain appreciation. So for example, くれる。先生は subject is the other person and the receiver is me.
That's right. Yes,
Me
receiver has
or
to
in a
you. Yes,
circle.
yes. And Andy explained the interesting things. Okay, let's listen 6 minutes, 35 seconds.
Okay.
Kureru is the exact opposite of ageru in the sense that it's always coming in. So from friends and relatives to me, or from random people to me. And you can use it if it's someone, once again, in your very tight inner circle. Close family, as an immediate family, right? Your parents, your brothers and sisters. And super close friends, not just any friends, super close friends, people who you're really, really close to, you can take their viewpoint in some sense. So you can say kureru.
Okay. Let's
But for the
see.
most part, stay safe. Try kureru,
If-
take kureru when it's coming.
いいですね、浜地さんの分。お兄さんは私にプレゼントをくれました。So, my brother gave me present. That's exactly the receiver is you. So this is a genuinely the standard sentence for くれる because receiver is you. But for example, even if receiver is not you, but it's your お兄さん, then あずみさんはお兄さんにプレゼントをくれました。あずみさんはお兄さんにプレゼントをくれました。That's also fine. So it's not receiving me not receiving why it's okay. Why it's good. Why this works? どうしてこれは大丈夫なの?
Okay. Oh, why? Okay. So because Oni-san is an inner circle.
That's right. So
Oni-san is
if you see the receiver is in your inner circle, you still show the appreciation. Exactly.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, so what if something... Okay, what if Azumi taught this person's Oni-san a Japanese lesson? Can you make a てくれる sentence?
てくれる? Oh, okay.
あずみさんは
あずみ先生は私に英語を教えてくれます。
That's you're receiving, right? But instead, how about if I gave a lesson to your sister or brother?
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. 妹、
あずみさんは妹に
あずみさんは
インベストメントを教えてくれました。インベストメントを教えてくれました。教える。てフォーム。てくれる。Okay, yes, that's a くれる。And もらう is like the opposite. Okay, let's listen 8 minutes. て
Morao is morao. The rules for morao are exactly the same. Morao are the same as they are for regular morao. You can't do it between random strangers. It's from random person to your immediate inner circle. Have them make it for me. 作ってもらおう. Or I'm gonna have them make it for me. Would be another way you could translate that. Tomodachi, the thing for you now, is marked by ni, unlike kureru, te kureru. Te kureru, you're marked by ni.
So since the internet is so not stable, I just read his sentence. 例えば、作ってもらう。作ってもらう。ゆきこさんに、マテリアルを作ってもらいました。Can you guess what's the Andy's English sentence? ゆきこさんにマテリアルを作ってもらいました。What will be the English sentence?
もらいました。I don't know.
Had Yukiko make something for me. So Andy explained in this grammar 手もらう with the verb have. I have someone make a coffee. I have someone do something, this have. So I found that interesting. I think I usually not sure what the verb I would choose here. Yes. So what do you think? Do you use have here? No?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Yeah. Okay. For example, Yukiko さんにマテリアルを作ってもらいました。That's a statement you wanna make in English. Then what would you say? Okay. あずみさんにマテリアルを作ってもらいました。あずみさんにカレーを作ってもらいました。あずみさんにコーヒーを作ってもらいました。What would you say it in English?
あずみさんに。Okay, I heard あずみさん make
Make a coffee for me. Yeah. That's here, the morale section and the use. Like entirely he using this have verbs. So if you want to have some sentences like have someone do something, that's the te morals grammar you can use. If I say like conversely, yeah, opposite direction. Okay, so different direction.
Do you usually use have?
Not so many occasion actually. Yeah, although morau we say entire time, right? You don't think so? Morau is always, we say always. Entire time.
Always. What? Enter some? What do you mean? Enter them?
Entire time. All the time. We use morau all the time. いつも使いますよね。We use もらう all the time. Also, we use くれる all the time. But compare to the usage of me using having someone to do something, like もらう like sentence I use more than what I feel. 私はゆきこさんにコーヒーを作ってもらいました。Perfect sentence いいですね、ボアさん。Okay, then let's see. Okay, he compared these two sentences. Let's see. 30 minutes.
The feeling of just kindly, she was kind enough to do it for me. Because you could totally just say, Yuki が僕のために料理をした。That would be fine, but してくれた is actually more common when people do some things for you. It's much nicer if you did it.
Much nicer way of saying this really explain very well for this くれる structure sentence. So Andy compared these two sentences. 僕のために、ユキが僕のために料理をした。This describes Yuki's action. 料理をする。ユキは僕のために料理をした。So 料理をする itself is one verb. And do you need to add くれる? That's Andy's like a question to bring up here. And so he saying that if you don't use くれる, then you just state other people's action without くれる. How does it sound like? Flatly stating the fact, as if it's not, it doesn't concern you, it doesn't relate you. And on the other hand, if you use てくれる grammar, then you can say like much nicer way to add the sense of kindness. So by using くれる, you can like display that you are involving this transaction as receiver, first of all, and as a receiver, you find like you appreciate this other people's action, like kindness. So that's why it's super important to display your appreciation for others' kindness. And it's super unlikely for us to say, 僕のためにユキが料理をした。Even it sounds for me like, oh, actually you didn't like to have Yuki to cook. So he doesn't want her to cook, but she did anyway. Then he's stating this like a less positive perspective. Yeah, no, it's not completely like this sentence. 僕のために料理をした is really not formal. It's really flat and very normal, not formal.
Normal.
Yeah, and normal and inhumane kind of, at least non-Japanese. Because if you see somebody's action and somebody involves you, like somebody affects you, you have to show how you see it. And if this sentence, 僕のために料理をした is the answer, you are clearly displaying you actually didn't appreciate the kindness. So why Japanese people do not like Japanese learners often missing てくれる grammar because it displays as if they don't appreciate other people's kind action towards yourself. Why they don't show your appreciation that? That's just Japanese grammar. Please show your appreciation and try to be polite or
Yeah, so
humble.
on the other hand, so while learning English, so in my case, so how to translate in English? So for example, so I want to express appreciation. So, 英語 about the another one.
Yes, you need to just simply add another appreciation sentence, I think. Okay, so I don't know if
in
you
English.
if you agree,
Instead,
but okay, hold on. ヒンヒンさん久しぶりですね。So if you use the long one, it sounds like they just did it without you asking them. No, it's not. Okay, let's read again. 僕のために料理をしてくれた doesn't mean this person did this action without asking at all. That information doesn't include at all. 僕のために料理をしてくれた is somebody did the action of 料理をする and I found it very helpful or I really thank that. That's the longer version. 僕のために料理をしてくれた and that's the something lacks in this shorter version which is 僕のために料理をしたbecause you're just really stating the fact, but in Japanese language or Japanese conversation, you always state how did you observe this action. So you usually like display your position. How did you see that other's action? And if you don't disclose that your stand, that's a little bit weird to us in the Japanese language, Japanese conversation. That's why, so we take it. If you say, ユキが僕のために料理をした then we might even take this sentence as, oh, this person didn't like Yuki to cook for him. Because, because the speaker clearly didn't use てくれる. That means it. Oh, maybe Yuki is super really not good at cooking. But even I could imagine that. Okay, let's move on to the second topic. 手くれる、手あげる、手もらう。Is there anything to add, Yukiko?
Oh, maybe anything?
Good.
何ですか？うん。
Okay,
Yes.
let's go.